Cicero, also known as the Fool of Hearts, is, or was, depending on the player's choices, an Imperial assassin of the Dark Brotherhood. He was an accomplished assassin in his own right, and was unmatched when armed with a dagger. Most of what we know about his history can be found in his journal in the Dawnstar Sanctuary. After the destruction of his home sanctuary in Bruma, he was appointed Keeper of the Dark Brotherhood after the Night Mother's crypt in Brava was desecrated, and her coffin was brought to Shadenhall. While honored to take the role, this meant that he would no longer be fulfilling contracts, and so he was a tad bit reluctant to leave his responsibilities. He was, however, allowed one final contract, an unnamed Jester, and Cicero never forgot his laughter. Unfortunately, after the death of listener Alisane Dupree, no listener was appointed. Slowly but surely, the Dark Brotherhood was dying out in Cyrodiil, which left Cicero as the last remnants of the Order for many years, slowly driving him to insanity, where he eventually adopted the persona of his final contract, the Jester who claimed to be the incarnation of laughter. What Cicero wanted more than anything was to hear the binding words that every keeper knows as the code words that a listener has been chosen. Being all that was left in Cyrodiil, Cicero made his way to Skyrim, where he eventually ended up in the Falkreath Sanctuary. This spearheads the events of the Dark Brotherhood questline, where the Dragonborn eventually becomes the listener, and is left with a choice near the end to either spare Cicero or kill him for Astrid, the last remaining Dark Brotherhood leader. This was because the resurgence of faith in the Night Mother threatened her hold on the chapter. Admittedly, this was out of a desire to protect those under her, which clearly didn't work out anyways, given the attack on the Sanctuary shortly thereafter. Interestingly enough, if the Dragonborn meets Cicero on the road outside of Whiterun and chooses to report him to the guards as suggested by Vantus Lorius, a farmer who Cicero asks for help fixing his wagon, he will be arrested and thrown into Whiterun prison. If the Dragonborn returns to the farm after some time, it turns out Cicero broke free from prison and ejected Vantus and his wife from this mortal coil.